Well, it's Mel Gibson's turn to do the old Death Wish bit in Edge of Darkness. Hello and welcome to Vaughn on Movies, home to the world's toughest movie critic. I had to brave a blizzard just to view this movie, so let's get this review started. Mel Gibson stars as Tom Craven, a homicide detective from Boston. One day, his MIT graduate daughter visits. Unfortunately, that same day, she is gunned down right next to her father. Grief-stricken, Tom tries to find out what's going on. His fellow cops think that the hit was on Tom, but he's not buying it. After some detective work, Tom tries to unveil the mystery surrounding why someone would want to kill his daughter. Along the way, he meets a Jedburgh, played by Ray Winston, who is a cleaner. Jedburgh's job is to prevent Craven from learning too much, but he plays by his own rules. Naturally, as things go on, the conspiracy is widespread, and it's up to Craven to stop it. The first thing you may notice about Edge of Darkness is that it appears to be a pedestrian script with quite a cast and crew. Mel Gibson is returning to his first leading role since, Signs? Director Martin Campbell did make one of the best James Bond films, and yeah, I'm talking about GoldenEye. We also have the Academy Award-winning writer of The Departed, though I'm not sure exactly what part of it he wrote, because at times it makes me think he was the guy who had the idea to put the rats at the end. Seemingly independent from CGI, this movie's effects are gritty, though sparse. Something I like about this movie is that it involves actual detective work. Craven seems to have real leads, and he follows up on them. Unfortunately, he gets to some of the evidence late in the game. From the beginning, I understood just about everything, and it took Craven over 30 minutes to find the obvious. You may notice in the TV spots, it seems that Mel Gibson doesn't string together more than a sentence. That's because his Boston accent is questionable. It takes you out of the movie when you have a guy running around with a specific regional dialect and no one else does. Before I give out my final score, I have to give a shout out to CDM7RN. Thanks for coming up with an easy to remember screen name, though I do have to give you credit for answering this week's Pop Quiz Hotshot Trivia question. Be sure to look for those first thing of the week, Sunday, midnight Central Time. The supporting cast works. Ray Winston definitely redeems himself from Indiana Jones 4. Also, I was a little taken back by the Obi-Wan Kenobi run Luke run moments, but those were integrated into the story later on. When it all comes down to it, it's a very easy to solve story. You could probably just look at the trailer and have everything. Edge of Darkness, I give you a 2.5 out of 4, and I am going to take this into the spoiler zone, so stay tuned. Spoilers. Emma is infected by radioactive milk. Now, it seems to me that for her dad to get this kind of condition, he has to be drinking the same milk. How did he do this? Did she take this milk with her on Amtrak to his place? Because no one does that.